Today's the day. The day is finally here. The Chicago Bulls take on the Miami Heat for a chance to move on to face off against the Atlanta Hawks and get into the playoffs as the 8th seed. Will Billy Donovan have these players ready? Are they ready to stand up to the moment for what Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat are going to try to do today? We'll talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Eric Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and make it into this content for today, y'all. And we got an update on Josh Giddy. Apparently, Josh Giddy has been playing with a torn muscle in his palm. I don't know why it's been reported as a wrist injury. It seems like it is in the palm of his hand. It's his shooting hand at that, and that's what's really been causing discomfort. But apparently, he's been playing with it for well over a month. So most of the really good games that we've been seeing from Josh Giddy have already been coming with that injury on it, and it's something that's only going to heal with rest and with time. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything that gets completely solved over the course of waiting or before the playoffs or anything like that. Now, the thing what it is that did they announce this to give an excuse, right? And that's just me and my own pessimism with the Chicago Bulls is if they announce it specifically to give a little bit of excuse if this team does not make it out this play-in or Josh Giddy has a bad game or for whatever it's worth. But again, that's just me being pessimistic. It really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things as far as my pessimism. But I hope that Josh Giddy is ready, prepared to give a big game today because, listen, we're going to need every bit of it. Josh Giddy has been basically the engine for the Chicago Bulls team, really important for it when it comes down to it. So we're going to need him to be locked in, and hopefully we're going to need him to be locked in and have this type of game that that we know he's capable of having. You need a Josh Giddy that's getting close to a triple-double for this Bulls offense to look like the best version of what it could look like. We've seen that, right? Not to say that the Bulls offense still can't look good without Josh Giddy. We've seen that happen as well. But the best and most optimal version of this Bulls offense when they're getting out and playing their pace is not only because of his passing, it's not only because of his ability to get to the rim and things like that. It's also his ability to start the fast break with his rebounding, right? That's an important part. When you have your point guard being such a good and big part of your rebounding, it helps you get out in transition faster. And so that's why, Josh Giddy's absence is so felt when he's not out there on the court for the Chicago Bulls because he helps start our fast break. That fast pace that we were second in the league with, like that, a large part of that is because of the rebounding by our guards. Not just Josh Giddy, right? I mean, he's the best one, but Kobe's been a solid rebounder. Trey Jones was a solid rebounder when he was playing for the Chicago Bulls. Lonzo was a solid rebounder. So part of what has given us the ability to play with the pace that we have is the rebounding from the guard position. You need that. You have to be locked in from those positions. And so hopefully, Josh Giddy's ready to be what we need him to be, ready to attack. He's a tough son of a bitch, man. Like, real talk. I mean, you look at how Josh Giddy has been playing, man. You look at and to find out he's been doing it with a partially torn muscle in his hand, right? And most of the work that he's doing is with his hand, right? Like, I don't know how you don't have more respect for Josh Giddy hearing these things. Like, and like I said before, I know like the Aussie listeners always point out that Australians are tough sons of bitches in general, right? And they are. And Josh Giddy's no different, man. He is such a tough player, and he's been playing so tough with this team. And to hear that he's been playing with that sprained muscle in his wrist, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Some of y'all couldn't do y'all favorite activity with that, namely Shea and JDH, because they get a lot of palm work with what they do. But nonetheless, see how the Bulls are ready and prepared today, man. I'm looking for Modest to take advantage of opportunities tonight. They focus too much on Giddy and Kobe. It will open up more for Buzelis. Agreed, right? And that's why I named Kevin Huerter and Modest Buzelis as key X factors for the Bulls today. Because if those guys are hitting their shots, Modest is moving out the ball, creating those open looks, forcing like Bam or whoever to go out and guard Modest on the perimeter. Same thing with Kevin Huerter, right? I keep forgetting the stat. I think it's like we're like 14-2 14-3, something like that, in games where Kevin Huerter hits 3 or more 3-pointers, something like that. It's a ridiculous stat, right? So that's how important that he's been as well for the Chicago Bulls. So we'll see how it goes. Break out the tequila, beer, Vegemite, anything to your heart desires. Bulls are coming for that playoff spot. Let's hope so, Corey. Let's hope so. Jeremy says, also notice more and more how much Giddy seeks out contact and plays through it, forcing his will. Love the mindset. This is the best stretch of basketball of Josh Giddey's career. And I can't wait to see how he starts off next season. What's going on, Ishigo? We appreciate you in the building, bro. They can't guard what they can't catch. Get out and run. I mean, no, you can still guard that. Again, you could set up to where the running isn't as serious as that, but we'll see. As well, all is well, family. Hit the like on the way in. We appreciate you, brother. Tay Hollins in the building says, let's go, Chicago. Yes, sir. See, Red, we back. I mean, listen, I can't say we back until we in the playoffs, but, it is what it is. Excited for this game, win or lose. Let's play with heart until the end. See Red. That's what it comes down to. Haize, I wish I went to this game, but if we make a deep run, I'm on my way. Shout out there. Shout out there. Well, that's effing crazy. It is. Like, it's really crazy that Giddy's played with that. Like, it's crazy. But, hey, like I said, tough son of a bitch. Palm injuries don't necessarily hurt unless you are, like, pressing down. No, first of all, you get palm injuries from trying to type words correctly. It's a lot different when you're trying to get, like, you palm a basketball. It's in a shooting hand. It literally sits in your – Shay, you got to get out and actually play some sports, bro. Stretch them legs. I like our chances against the Heat tonight. You always like our chances. We'll see what happens here, man. Do you think Josh being a true point guard today right now? What do you mean? He's always been a true point guard. Giddy is a tough motherfucker. Absolutely. Definitely tough. Haize, win or lose tonight, I'll look at this season and say, as it says, because I look at this season as it says. Do you mean as it stands? Is that what you mean, Shay? That's why your palm be hurting, bro. That's why your palm be hurting. Because we finally have a direction that we're going in, and we finally have something to deal with. I mean, yeah, for sure. Aussies are built different. Damn right, we tough and sons of bitches. Absolutely. I'm gonna say this a final time. I want Patrick Williams to lock in for real. We need him to be effective. This is Lloyd says he's a fucking dog. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Haize, let's beat the Heat so we can bully Trey dirty hair, Q-tip ass. That's funny. Listen, it brought great joy to my heart to see Trey get ejected from that game because he lost his cool. People needs to come to down under this offseason and get some runs with some AFL boys. That should toughen them up. It's mentality, bro. Like, I don't even think that'll do it, man. At this point, it's all in people's head, man. So when Josh hit the game winner on LA, he had that injury. That's crazy. Yes, he had that injury then. That was crazy. I got a paper cut on my hand, out for a week, and almost explode. That's stupid, Lloyd. Haize, Nikola Vucevic will be the X factor tonight for the Bulls because for this season, he is shooting 39% from the field, and his catch and shoot percentages for the year is 39.9%. Nikola Vucevic is not shooting 39% from the field this season. He's just not. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's shooting over 50% from the field. Now, do you mean against games against the Miami Heat? Because I can tell you right now, your stats are wrong. I don't know what stats you're looking at. Nikola Vucevic shot 53% from the field this season and 40% from three. Where are you getting 30%? From the field? You said from the field. That's just wrong. That's not even close to being right. Where are you getting your numbers at? You getting the same place that Shea buys his dictionaries? Like, what's happening here? Kevin Huerter, big game needed for sure. Hey, listen, Kevin Huerter have his big game, man. That's definitely going to put us in the right spot. Haize fit too clean. I'm jealous. I appreciate that. This is one of my favorite combinations. So, the start will be critical. Can't come out flat and be playing catch up. Hope Giddy comes out hot. Teams seem to follow him. Yeah, I mean, listen, when Giddy's locked in, he is so much. Him and Kobe are the heart of this team for sure. How does the playing game feel for you compared to last season's playing game? About the same. I mean, I don't have any different feel about the game itself. Like, it's win or go home. I mean, that automatically brings its pressure. Now, if you talk about how the Bulls got there, I do look at it different because you are getting there not because of a group of 30-year-olds, but because of Kobe White, who's 25, Josh Giddy, who's 22, Miles Buzelis, who's 20, right? Like, they've been such an important part of that. That it definitely brings something different as far as the feeling of how you got there. But the game itself pretty much feel the same about the game itself. Gonna miss the game live because taking my mother for knee surgery. Will catch the game after I'm back. What? See, you should have. No, I'm just playing. Prayers up to your mom, and I hope she has a successful knee surgery and a quick and speedy recovery as possible. I bet you she recovers from it faster than Lonzo Ball. What's up, Haize? Also, in honor of Shay, is free Dalen Terry playing. That's hilarious. This is going to be fun night. Kobe White plus Josh Giddy against the Heat. Zach LaVine plus Debo against the Mavs. Bulls Mania. Absolutely going to be fun. Either way, I'm good. Win to chase the playoffs or lose for a higher draft pick. I mean, yeah, I mean, at this point, Lane, that's why I said it a couple of episodes ago. It's a win-win for the Chicago Bulls where they are. Win-win. Is the game on it's on ESPN today, Giovanni. That means no live Bulls broadcast as far as Stacey King and them. Hey, shut up, nigga. You're always giving me some shit. Yes, you're my little brother. I'm always going to give you shit. It's always going to happen. It's never going to stop. I love you. You already know. I got mad love for you, Shay. Haize, we back at half. No, we're live during the game. You should see it in the schedule. It's a live watch party today. Me and Pat, the designer, will be on the live call today. So make sure you guys stay in tune with us for that. But we're going to be live during the whole entire game. So there you go. I don't want to be that guy, but I think they'll shut Kobe down pretty well like last year. I hope I'm wrong, though. It's a different makeup of the team, but I can understand those concerns. Make no mistake about it. Like, I can't blame you for feeling that way. Jaime Jaquez is a big X factor for the Heat. He always shows up against us. Him and Modest will be interesting. It will be. It will be. What's up, Haize? I hope the C Red is from a great game and not from a stack of turnovers turning into an ISO. First of all, that's crazy. Second of all, let's hope so. Because listen, if the seeing red is from a shit ton of turnovers, I am going to lose my ever-loving shit. That's what's going to happen. Let me put the link to the playback in here for anybody who wants. So for those that don't know, what playback is, it's a live streaming service that you can actually see the game, right? You can. It's not just it won't just be me and Pat on the screen. You can watch the game with us live. It's going to be on in the background. Me and Pat will be in the corner, basically like commentators calling the game. Now, we will still live stream it over here. It won't show the game over here. It'll just replace it with the scoreboard. But if you want a different experience, go over there. Go over there to playback. I just put the link to the playback in there, and you can have fun and watch the actual game with us. So there you go on that one. That's in the right link. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right link. I think that's just to the room. There you go. That's the link to the specific event. There you guys go. I meant to say Nikola Vucevic is shooting that from 3-point range. Okay. You said from the field. I'm like, wait a second. From the field. All right, that makes sense. You best keep the boys under control. I'm still trying to unsee that. Listen, that will never happen again. Is the game still going to be on CHSN? Yes, I believe so. No, it won't be. It won't be because it's nationally broadcast. So no, it won't be on CHSN. You got to go to ESPN to watch it. We got Bulls today and then NFL draft next week. This is about to be an exciting for Chicago. Hey, and we had the WNBA. Listen, put some respect on the WNBA's name. We had the WNBA draft on Monday, which was really big. I've actually got to do a Sky stream after I finish this, a real quick one between now and the start of the game. So I got to do a Sky stream. It's going to be fun. What's up, Haize? I'm hyped for tonight's game. Let's get that W. See red. Let's go Bulls. Absolutely. The fact that they chose to rest the starters to maintain and playing game they can sell tickets to, it's so depressing. Hope I can see a good Bulls team. Well, again, they also had to keep winning to do that, right? Like, it wasn't sitting it just to maintain a home playing game. Like, come on, man. Pity it's region locked. What's region locked? It won't be if you go over to playback because I can give you a VIP. You can still see the game. Part of me gets super excited because it's butterless heat. Butlerless. Butter, that's a word. But then I remember it's still a Spoelstra stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the Sky are going to be really good though. Those Fever games are about to be insane. Here's the thing: I do, and I'm bearing it if you're a Sky fan too, but I think that the Sky actually, with what they did in the draft, kind of highlighted the fact that they're still going to develop over time. I don't think it's this thing where they're gonna be trying to be contenders right away. So. Oh yeah, HVL and the Sky are gonna look good against MB Page. I'm a Page fan, so I can't wait for that. Also, yeah, Page is gonna be dope. Page is a monster. Waking up like Undertaker to watch this game in Abu Dhabi. Shout out to you for being in Abu Dhabi, bro. Like that's a flex. Would like to know your thoughts on HVL when you do. Well, I have a whole episode over on Chicago Sky Central breaking down my thoughts after the draft. So go and watch it over there. And I only say that to yes, to plug the Chicago Sky Central, but also because I don't want to take over this with WNBA talk. Not to say that I love talking WNBA, but that's what the separate channels are for. The hybrid zone will cause problems. We got to knock down those threes. It's always hybrid zone is giving the Bulls fit all season long. And the way that the Miami Heat are going to have to run the hybrid zone is in large part as well due to the fact that they don't have the best perimeter defenders at the guard spots. So, yeah, they're going to have to get that done. What's your Sky site going to start watching? Chicago Sky Central. So basically everything I do with the Chicago sports, Chicago, the team name, and Central afterwards, that's where you can find me at. Hey, facts. Playoff Jimmy showed up for the Warriors yesterday. He ain't helping the Heat today. Yeah. But hey, the thing about the playing is that it's one game, right? So who's to say that Tyler Hero won't go nuclear for one game and go completely unconscious from 3-point line? Like that's why the playing is so fun to watch, to be 100% honest with you, is the fact that it is one game and anybody can go off in any given time. So it's built eerily similar to the Cavs low key. Spoelstra is going to be the X factor for the game tonight. Well, I mean, coaches are always, I guess, an X factor in that sense, but X factors are typically we talk about on the court X factors. And I think for the Heat, you got to look at Highsmith. Like Highsmith and his defensive ability out there on the perimeter, if they have to put like Highsmith on Josh Giddy or on Kobe, it can really cause some problems there matchup wise. So I think that's something you definitely got to look at for as well. Try to switch off Davion Mitchell. Also, that's another key factor to this game. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Is this the end? Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Hero will be a problem. Yeah, Hero could definitely be a problem for sure. Have you seen Io's live streams on YouTube? What are your thoughts? Here's the thing, right? I'm not part of the generation that understands watching other people play video games. Like, that's just not the generation that I'm in. I know that he's been live, and I mean, shout out to him doing something right in that's team building. I've seen some people be like, why are they playing YouTube? Or why are they playing video games on YouTube? Modest had to play a basketball game today, and it's like, calm the fuck down. These guys still have a life, man. It's going to be perfectly okay. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, I haven't checked any of them out because from what I've heard, they're just playing 2K, and I don't get any enjoyment out of seeing other people play video games. That's just nothing I've ever really gotten excited about. There's nothing I've ever wanted to spend my time watching. No offense to those that do. I'm old. Y'all got to keep in mind, I'm old. If I'm going to play video games, I'm going to want to play my damn self. I don't want to watch nobody else play no goddamn video games, but no, that's my thought process. Last year, they beat us without Jimmy, so it's going to be tough. That is true as well. That is true. THT's the X Factor. Did he eat the X Factor? Is that what we're talking about here? Did he eat it? Because if he ate the X Factor, then yeah, because you are what you eat. But I'm I'm not looking at THC to be no X factor for us. Now, watch I say that, and he ends up having a crazy game, and I got to run that back. But I think there are other players that can definitely be the X factor before him. I'm also not like, yeah, my son does that. My 11-year-old son does that, and I'd be and you know what's the crazy thing? Like he'll be watching somebody play games, and I'll be like, "Oh, you like that game? You want me to get it for you?" No. What? Like it really be confusing me. Like he'll be watching it, and I'll be like, "Oh, cool. You want me to get that game for you?" No, I'm good. I've just seen you watch 3 hours of somebody playing this game. What do you mean, no? But hey, a different generation. I try not to be that old man that judges because I remember my dad would judge us for just watching video games or playing video games. So, like, you know, it is what it is there. Acting like they don't go home and chill when they are there. Exactly. Like acting like people like don't have to like can't have lives because they're a sports player. Like that just reminds me of that shut up and play basketball thing too much. It's like, y'all just shut the hell up. Pre-chase, I'm the one playing Mario here. Exactly. Like, could you imagine watching somebody else play? Like, I had a hard time waiting for my turn on the controller growing up. You think I'm gonna log on to a website just to watch somebody else play video games? Who the fuck you think I am? It's just me. That's just me. Get the fuck out of here with THC being the X factor. The only thing THC would be doing is getting the hell out off this team. Listen, I'm over the THC thing, man. Facts. I'm not sure Giddy posting up Miami guards is the win people think it is. Hope Giddy Billy doesn't rely on that. Well, it's not. I don't think people mean posting up guards. I mean driving to the lane like he has. Like I don't want to see Giddy's post up game. You know he's developing one, but I don't want to see him posting up guards. But take them off the dribble, put his body on him, force them to guard him, try to get to that free throw line, which he's been really effective in. I'm down for that. But yeah, that's kind of where I sit at with that one. Do you want the game? No, bro, it literally is the most confusing thing in the world to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because he'll be sitting there watching it and intensely watching the game. I'm talking about like if it's a driving game, he's sitting there on the couch. I'm like, oh, cool. So you want the game? No. What is life, bro? Like, you know what? But we all got to reach it. It's blessed to get to the point to where you don't understand what the hell the young generation is doing. I'm blessed to be able to get to this age, make no mistake about it, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all and be like and act like I'm not confused as fuck by some of the shit these kids be doing, man. Because how do you watch somebody play video games for hours? I'm talking about hours. That don't make any sense to me in the way I was raised. But you know, maybe that's just me. Like I said, I couldn't imagine my dad walking into a room and watching me and I'm just watching somebody else play video games. My dad would have been like, if you don't get your ass outside. Now, I will say this about my 11-year-old son. Him and his crew, they like a little biker gang. They listen, old Ahmed will roll up to the house. He'll knock on the door. Mr. Johnson, yes, sir. Can Xavier come outside? Yeah. Not Xavier. Can Alan come outside? Yeah. Alan gets on his bike. He has a motorized scooter. He gets his stuff. They going down the street to get their other friend Sean. I come outside. I'm walking the dog. They riding down triple in a triangle set, riding down the street together, looking around like, yeah, who wants some beef? Like, I love it because they don't fuck. Listen, proud papa moment, right? My son and his crew, right? Let me just his best friends. One of them was getting picked on in gym, right? One of them was getting picked on, and when I tell you, the teacher called, was like, yeah, I just had to let you know, your son Alan in the meet, a boy pushed a meet down and Alan came and elbowed him in his neck. They were not going to suspend him. It was just, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Stick up for your friends. Listen, I can't stand the kids nowadays to just be sitting back looking like, oh, he pushed him. My son be ready to go. Like, and if he beefs with you, he beefs for life, bro. I remember this kid that he was beefing with last year tried to apologize. He said, I don't know what you're saying sorry for. I'm like, yeah, see, proud papa moment. I'm sorry. I got to talk. Anytime I can naturally talk about my kids, I got to talk about my children. My kids don't play, man. My kids don't play. Good point. Very serious. Now I know not to make fun of Allen and his friends. Don't want my listen. I'm telling you, they don't play. They don't play. He had another friend named Jed, but him and Jed fell out. But I think they mending their friendship now because they've been talking on the phone again. So I'm like, all right, cool. Because Jed also with the shits. Jed's the. I'm not saying this to be racist, but Jed's the white boy that he'll sit there and be like, and then when you look down, he didn't roll the helmet, the strap to the helmet around his hand, ready to pop somebody. Like that's what they don't play, bro. I'm telling you, my son and his team, they do not play, bro, about each other. They love each other, bro. Like they be like, hey, you talking shit to Allen? Bet, say less. Like I love it. They do not play again. They do not play about each other. They've been friends since like first grade. They do not play with each other, man. This is why I can't stand people that don't fight. Whatever happens to me, at least I'm fighting. That's a fact. That's a fact. Cool ass shit. Love when our kids make us proud. I definitely got lucky they weren't dumb as me. Hey, listen, that's a fact too. There's always that. There's always that one. And Jed is so quiet too. Like he'll just be, like I said, you gotta look and watch Jed because like Jed be sitting there and it'll be like he done picked up 2 rocks and he's just sitting there like, all right, keep talking. As soon as you stop talking, I'm throwing these rocks in your face. Like that's how Jed get down, bro. I'm late to the party, but let's get this WC red. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Anyway, now I didn't incriminate my child. Let me take the stream down when we done. I don't need the feds knowing what's going on around here. Taurus Law says, what's good, Haize? My daughter did the same. Her friend was getting bullied and my daughter watched the girl. One band once. Hey, listen, love it, man. Love it, bro. Like, listen, that's how me and my core friends, we've been best friends since sophomore, junior year. And so we've been best friends for a minute, and we did not play about each other in high school either. Like I'm telling you, there was times where people would be like, hey, yeah, they called me CJ in high school. CJ arguing in the hallway. My best friend Brian will roll up and be like, all right, I got the one on the left. I'll be like, all right, bet. Like that's how we used to deal. You know, it is what it is, man. Biggest game of Modest NBA career so far. Can't wait to see how he respond. Yeah, listen, I love the way that Modest, his approach to the game, like even him talking about it is like, hey, I don't get nervous, which I still, I don't believe. Like everybody gets nervous, but I love that he's ready to go and gearing up. The Rico for Allen coming first of all. They try to get my son with the Rico. We shipping him out. Don't forget, I grew up in Italy. We got connections. We shipping motherfuckers out. Kids watching people play video games like us grown-ups watching other grown man podcasts. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like, you know what it'd be like? It'd be like you watching a YouTube video of somebody cutting grass. And then when it's like, hey, and then when your wife comes and be like, hey, you gonna cut the grass? No, I'll hire somebody to do it. Like, nigga, what? Word of Brian says, let's get this shit done. Absolutely. Let's take care of business, man. Let's get this shit done, man. Let's get this shit done. Uh-oh. What just happened here? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Hope Modest goes off and has his big time moment. So it's not Orlando, JDH. We will play Atlanta next. We don't have to play Orlando. Orlando's already going in as a 7 seed. Have I been missing some watch parties, or is this the first? I've been looking out for them because I knew you originally weren't a fan of hosting them because you watched the game until this would be the third one. This will be the third watch party that we do. I hope someone sent a memo to the Bulls in the postseason to wear black shoes, and let's get back to that. Shout out to Drip. Hey, absolutely. I think that's more of a playoff thing, but we'll see. We'll see. People sighting tonight. I can see him doing something nice, 10 to 15 points with some good play on defense. I mean, let's hope so. Like, he does have that size that we do need in a case like this. So let's hope that he does play well, man. I'm not going to count out P. Will, mainly for the vibes, right? I don't want to put bad juju out there before a playoff game, but Yeah, let's hope that he's ready to go, man, is all I can say. Haize, aside for double teaming him, what did Miami do to Kobe that frustrated him last week? Hopefully he can set some strong picks and screens and help him get wide open threes. Is that they stopped him from they literally moved around with the intention of not letting him penetrate. And that was the biggest thing there. But all right, y'all, I got to get ready to wrap it up because I got to get this Sky stream in before we start the live call on the game. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys are staying in tune. Hit that notification bell. We will be live during the game. Me and Pat the designer will be live over here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys are following us at Bull Central Pod. You send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, but that's thanks to you, lovely and beautiful people. And like I like to end everything on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See you right if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.